Welcome back to Smeagolow's Test World. This is, was it like episode 17 or something? But this episode's about containing boss mobs and various methods in which you can do so without being terribly inconvenient to a, like a normal average player trying to kill the boss. So like say you want to keep a boss in a restricted space and you don't want the boss to be able to get out of that space, at least very easily, by the player just luring the boss out of the boss room where maybe some of the boss mechanics need the boss to be in it for. But yeah, so you just want to keep your boss within a predetermined space. So what I have here is one method you can do that. I would replace these with maybe something like bedrock or obsidian, if the floor of your boss room doesn't have obsidian or bedrock. But yeah, just to make sure the player can't mine it up. But basically what's happening here is an execute detect command detecting whether or not this guy, the guy named boss, is on a granite block. So I'll actually dig into the redstone now. Should be like right here, okay. Oh, not quite. Okay, so this clock is for the other guy, but it has all of its sides covered with command blocks, and yeah, so there's one command block on the bottom there you can't see, but anyway, so yeah, this is a clock like I usually have with everything, and everything that happens is, so first particles are played and a sound is played, and then in basically the same tick but not quite at the same time because of the layout of the command blocks, then the zombie is teleported so that it actually plays the sound and the particles. Because if you try to play the sounds and particles after the zombie is TP'd, then the zombie is no longer on the granite block and it wouldn't play. So the actual like placement of the command block around the redstone block clock in the middle there actually determines like whether or not a sound or a particle is played before he teleports. So that's important. But oh yeah, actually show the commands. So yeah, this is the play sound command, mob enderman portal. This gave me so much trouble. I thought it was enderman with an A, so like I didn't know what I was doing wrong, and then just stupid spelling mistake. Anyway, yeah, so this is a radius of 24, so that it doesn't play the sound to like everybody everywhere, because that would be annoying. 40 is just how loud it is from like a very far away, so it retains its volume. That's let's fiddle around with this one. I think I can be a bit more interesting to make it sound a little less like an enderman, a little more unique. Ooh. I turned up the sounds a bit for this episode, but let's try to turn it up a bit and listen to that again. Ooh. Interesting. I love that. So yeah, playing around with sounds with their sound, pitch, and speed and stuff is always fun. And you can make a boss be more unique like that. Like a player has heard an enderman teleport like a million times before, but this new sound it reminds them of the enderman teleport, but isn't quite it, and it seems a bit more menacing. So I like that. So yeah, it's a detect command with -1. What I was thinking I could do, if you don't want the blocks to be visible, the blocks that determine whether or not he teleports, you could detect blocks that are like 50 blocks down or something, and just have a big blob of the blocks that you want to detect down there, and so the player can't actually see the blocks that it's detecting, but it still detects it. And that way also it makes it much easier to make the detect place like a wider area, so that it's more likely that he won't be able to get out. So that's another idea you could fiddle around with. But yeah, that was the play sound. I mentioned the particles are, one is a portal particle. If I actually looked closely or showed that, so yeah, you can see the particles. The portal particles kind of linger, and I like that effect. But first of all, a large explode particle happens, and it's just like the instantaneous boom teleport kind of thing, with the portal particles just kind of be the icing on the cake there. And yeah, that's just done with the, particle, some particle commands. Got this 0.1, so it's in a small radius. The speed is important, and this is how many particles there is. Force, so that you can see the particles no matter how far away you are. And yeah, it's the same kind of, detect command that the other one is powered by, or detected by. The command block on the bottom, I believe, is it the teleport? Or is it, no, it's not the teleport, that's another particle command down there. So, yeah, here's the teleport command. It's using absolute coordinates, and yeah, this is just to make sure that only the boss that it's detecting is teleported, the R=1. So if like another one of these bosses could spawn, and it wouldn't be affected by this command block, so it wouldn't TP along with the other boss, but it probably would affect the other command blocks, which I could fix by making those R=1 as well. But whatever. So yeah, that's that way to maintain a boss's area. Don't fall in here. Oh god dang. This guy's been falling in here a lot. It's like, doesn't your AI make it so you don't fall for things like that? So yeah, I kind of had to be like helping him out like that. Hey. Alright. This guy is just it's a lot simpler. It's kind of just a simplified version of that, but yeah, as soon as he walks onto any bedrock, he is instantly teleported back. And that's just, I guess it's the same concept as this. But I guess with this, I also wanted to make sure to mention that barriers are your best friend when trying to, restrict access to certain places or things within a map, but you still want to show them, kind of thing. So barriers are always nice, but don't be in the player's face with barriers, but just kind of, make sure they can be there just to make absolute sure no one cheats without making it look like you're trying, I guess, to normal players. So that's about it for this thing. Kind of made this dome because I didn't want to make it too ugly, like I did with the little chicken pen here. What was it? Yeah, it was resistance, I think. I think a regen effect would be better suited for this kind of gameplay, though. And yeah, I haven't made the chicken silent yet, which I figured out I can do with an NBT tag. Someone commented that thanks. So, because yeah, the screaming chicken doesn't really make that very lore friendly. But yeah, a regen effect would be better for that because, it's kind of like resistance in that it kind of mitigates the damage, but it also can heal the player, which is always nice, and it makes the hearts make more sense. So yeah. I don't know if you noticed, but I centered the pixel art so that it's not like down in that corner a bit, which was kind of bugging me. Probably not anyone else, but whatever. Anything else I want to mention? I could have swore I wanted to mention something. Oh yeah, lightning arrows. I've been derping around with this, like when I was testing the villager and getting that guy to walk over this stuff. Found out the villagers turn to witches when they're struck by lightning. And this could potentially screw up a player's, like shop. That's a puny potion you're drinking. Look at that. Is that supposed to be like that? That's weird. But yeah, witches, can be made out of villagers. If you have like lightning arrows, you can accidentally shoot your villager shop and make it a witch. So it's a risk that I guess I'm willing to give the player, still have the player get the lightning arrows kind of thing, but yeah, and also the pigs. I mean, it's not as big a deal as with the villager, but yeah, that happens. It's kind of cute, but yeah. And with creepers and supercharged creepers, of course, that would be interesting to note. I wonder if I could... So these are the assassin creepers, right? See if I can detect them by... Ah, I can. I can actually reveal the assassin creeper with lightning arrows. That's kind of funny. By giving them the aura. It's kind of like detecting them. It's kind of funny. Alright. Huh. So anyway, I think that's all I wanted to talk about this episode. And yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of other methods, like using radius commands, like if the boss is outside of the radius of the command block clock, then teleport it back, but that it kind of gives up a bit more like control over the shape and the the shape and everything about the arena you might want to go for. So yeah, I just like this method of containing a boss mob if you need to. I mean, this you don't have to use this for like every boss, because some bosses are okay to be able to like lure around, and it's not really that big a deal. But some bosses you want to make sure they don't fall into lava or follow the player too far away or something. So yeah, just gonna call that an episode, and see you next time for whatever's next.